Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, we close out Week 7 together with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have.
And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown. George Pickens, his first touchdown of the year. And the Steelers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
11 empty tape. 11 empty tape. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 empty. 11 empty.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, wide open. Complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Burrow changing the look. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, then what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the complete.
Touchdown, Bengals! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw, Pickett. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. George Pickens, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Fielded at the 20. I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jamar Gibbs with his 6th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
On one, ready?
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 41 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries in the ball game.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember.
Touchdown! A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come. Now a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Pickett. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11.
first down. Here's Burrow. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. McPherson now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Ooh, the juke. 85 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. Gibbs straight ahead. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson. 13-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're within 7 now, 28-21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here we go.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. Stop.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11.
Burrow looking to pass. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Higgins. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Burrow on 1st down. To Mixon on the check down. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Now it's Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Back to Mixon on first down. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 98 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From midfield now, Burrow. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
A terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, That's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here we go. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 coming. 11, 11, 11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now Pickett. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Burrow will throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On second down, Burrow throws right side, and that's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Here we go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA.
Here we go, here we go.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, the defense has really struggled. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 154 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Pickett sets up play action. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a 1st down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pickett will look to throw it here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Pickett right back to the air again. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Gibbs is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1.
Gibbs again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Broken tackle. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down? Were they about 95% chance of winning
yeah,
it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
On one, ready? 11, 11, 11.
They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here we go.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a second down and 6.
11, Thomas. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Here we go with Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11, 11. Stop.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
11, MT, take. 11.
Mixing up the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles.